Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Eau de Treasure. This is Steven, and boy, do I have a discontinued vintage, rare, and interesting fragrance in this box right here that came in the mail. This is Valentino V Pour Homme, a discontinued fragrance that is really hard to find. I've never smelled this before. I've heard about it. And I've never seen this for sale. Obviously, in a store, I've never seen it. I've never seen this secondhand where I live in Japan. But the unicorn, the white whale, appeared recently, and I got it. So I can't wait to check this one out. It's opened, so I'll be smelling it. Let's check this one out together, this beauty that I'm going to add to my collection, Valentino V Pour Homme on Eau de Treasure. Oh, man. So I don't even know if this was available in Japan. In fact, I don't think this was sold in Japan ever because in all the years I've been collecting here, living and collecting in Japan, which is about 7 years now, I've never seen this before until this one. It doesn't have a box. It's just the bottle that the seller had. Okay, let's check this thing out. It's a little bit... It needs to be cleaned a little bit. It looks like there's water spots on it, which is not a good sign. Because it's used, I don't know if it's going to smell great. And when I see water spots on it, I just think that it's been, kept in a bathroom, which isn't the best place, but maybe I'm wrong. There's the V, Valentino V. See that? Let's check out the bottom. 50 ml. Procter & Gamble, P&G Prestige Beauty. Okay. Everything else looks pretty good. There's the Valentino logo. All right. Let's give a spray of this one. Tell you what I smell and tell you a couple interesting things about this one, Valentino V. According to Fragrantica, this is a woody, powdery, and warm, spicy scent. And this came out in 2006. It's got a pretty high rating. It's rated 4.43, but there were only 713 votes, so it wasn't really widely out there, at least when Fragrantica was up. Fragrantica's been around for, 12 years? Maybe 15 years, where people are logging in and voting on fragrances. So I don't think 713 is a whole lot of votes. And when you're under 1,000, it's not really a widely known or widely used fragrance, in my opinion. There's no perfumer listed. The top notes are pink pepper, tamarind, mandarin orange, bergamot, and basil. Middle notes of sandalwood, amber, mace, cedar, and musk. And the base notes are vanilla, cacao, amber, patchouli, heliotrope, ambrette, muskmallow, cumin, and jasmine. There are some pretty unique notes in there. The tamarind note, I don't think I've seen that before in any of the fragrances I've come across. Mace, which is like a nutty, spicy note in the mid. That's different. And the comments say the usual thing. The comments are like, why was this discontinued? I loved this fragrance when it was out. I wore this back in the day. And this one, I've only heard of it because of a clone, a cheapy clone that's been out for a while that people have been talking about on YouTube and online in the community, and that is Rasasi Daarej. Rasasi Daarej has been around since 2018. I remember seeing it as a good cheapie way back then when I was watching the videos, and I got a bottle of it back then. I got a bottle in 2018, and it was one that I never opened. It was just sitting around for 2 years, and I think I opened it finally during the coronavirus time in the 2020. I remember people saying that Daarej, it's a clone of Valentino V. It's a clone of Valentino V. It smells like Valentino V. And my feeling was what the hell does Valentino V smell like? Who the hell knows what Valentino V smells like? Do people really know this fragrance to just say, oh yeah, it's a clone of this one? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was widely known. But I just think that nobody, who the hell knows what this smells like? Let me know in the comments, guys. Like I said, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you had a bottle of this. Do you remember this in 2006 or 2007, in the late 2000s? Was this really popular? And I'm smelling this now, and what I smell is definitely a sweet vanilla cacao type fragrance. This is something that scent profiles today have. So this is this is really good. This is somewhat ahead of its time. because this profile, this does kind of remind me of Valentino Uomo. Valentino Uomo is also a cacao, powdery iris type scent. Remember, the Dior Homme original came out in 2005, a year before this one. And while I don't think that this is really similar to that one, this one doesn't have that sharp iris note to go along with the woody and the little bit of cacao that's in it. But this is somewhat woody, vanilla, cacao. I don't get any tamarind or pink pepper right now. I'm just smelling it after a couple minutes of spraying it. But this is a nice fragrance. I'm impressed with this. How full is it? Yeah, it's close to being full. I don't even think that's 5 ml missing from there. So there's over 45 ml still in this thing. About Rasasi Daarej, I finally opened it up and I sprayed it and I smelled it like back in 2020. And I was really disappointed with that one. It was just like, I smelled a little bit of this kind of like a floral, like a rich, dark floral fragrance that really doesn't smell like this one that much to me. That Rasasi Daarej, I didn't get any like cacao in that. A tiny bit of vanilla. But I just remember the performance was really pitiful. Like I would spray it on, I would smell it, I'd be like, it's just all right. It's kind of interesting. And then like 20 or 30 minutes later, I just didn't even smell it anymore. And I was like, what a letdown. I don't know, I'm starting to think Rasasi as a house, Rasasi fragrances are a little bit overrated. I mean, you get so much more now when you get the Latafa or you get the Maison Alhambra. You know, for $15 to $20, those are so much better than what Rasasi Daarej is. But when you look at Fragrantica, it's like 80% of the people love it that are making comments there and praising it. And then the other 20% like me are just like, I barely smell this thing. This is like really underwhelming. And another funny thing is my friend up in Tokyo, I have a buddy up there who gets fragrances and we're kind of like fragrance friends. We get together like once in a while and just talk about, and we trade fragrances. He also bought a bottle of Rasasi Daarej. I guess he saw it on YouTube Hype and it was $20 and he bought it. And he tried it and we didn't even talk about it before, but when we met, I think he brought it and he's like, what do you think of this? And I tried it on. I'm like, what do you think of this? And he's like, we look at each other and we're just like, nah. And we laughed because we had the same opinion. It's just underwhelming. We could barely smell it. It basically sucks. Maybe I wasn't letting that bottle of Rasasi Daarej mature enough. I got that so long ago that I really wasn't trying to, spray it a lot and let it sit for a month or two and see if it got better. I did hang on to it for a couple months. I did try it a couple months later and I just ended up selling it because I didn't want it anymore. It didn't get better over time. And now that this is drying down, it's kind of reminding me of those kinds of fragrances that are woody with vanilla, like powdery woody vanilla, a little bit of cacao in it. It reminds me of something from Bath & Body Works called Mahogany Woods. I've talked about that before on the channel. This also reminds me of one I just got recently that I'll show you right here. It's from a company here, a house in Japan called Nile Fragrances. Fantastic fragrances that are just around $20 for 50 ml, but some of them feel like niche quality. And this is a new one, Vanilla Brandy. This is a sweet vanilla woody fragrance that is kind of like a modern version of this Valentino V. Now there are some differences. This one is closer to that Mahogany Woods or Hardwood from, I think Fragrance World makes the clone called Hardwood. And I heard that fragrance, Mahogany Woods, came back from Bath & Body Works. So you can buy it again. It's a $20 fragrance. This is kind of in that wheelhouse. It's not as woody as those I mentioned. This is a little bit more floral and gourmandish. I'm not going to say this is like Amen, but if Amen were much, much lighter, it would be something like that. Guys, just a note about smell-alikes. According to Fragrantica, a lot of the thumbs up reminds me of. You already know about Rasasi Daarej. I don't think it's really that close to this, but there is another Rasasi fragrance that's listed. There's one called Victory for Men from Rasasi. Haven't tried that. I don't know what it smells like. Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried that. Is that a better clone for this? Dua has a dupe of this called Pour Homme. Dua has a dupe called Pour Homme. Try saying that 5 times fast. But you know my thing about Dua. Dua, it's hit or miss. It's like 50-50 of whether it's good or not. Zara has a fragrance called Black Tag, and I've tried Black Tag, and I didn't think there was anything special about it. The Intense version is listed. A lot of people gave a thumbs up that it reminds them of this. The other ones I've never heard of that are listed, but if you go down the page at some other thumbs up votes it reminds me of, there is Givenchy Gentleman Only, which I don't think smells anything like this. I mean, that one is woody spicy. This one is slightly woody, but there's vanilla in this. This one is not really spicy, so that's just, I don't know why people are clicking on that one. Ted Lapidus Poker Face, maybe. I mean, that one's a little bit sweeter than this, and that one leans a little bit towards La Nuit de l'Homme. This one is not really La Nuit de l'Homme because of that cacao vanilla. It's not really cardamom based. Some votes for Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intenso and Paco Rabanne 1 Million Lucky. I don't think so. I think that's straying far away from what this is. And there are some votes for Givenchy Pie, but no way. It's not even close to Givenchy Pie. The Givenchy Pie is a sweet vanilla, definitely. It's a sweet vanilla almond fragrance, but I just don't think it smells like this. I looked on eBay about the value of what these Valentino V Pour Hommes are going for. The prices are crazy. They're anywhere from $300 to $250. They're at least $200. Even there's like a 30 ml I saw sold for $200. This one, the 50 ml without a box and this full, I saw a sale for one just like this, $225, and with shipping like $235. I saw recently a sealed 100 ml went for about $240 or $250. So I would guess this one's worth $200. Someone would probably buy this if I cleaned it up. Someone would probably pay $200 for this, but I did pretty well. Like I said, this one came up. I had never seen it before. I almost got that shiver down my spine, like, oh, I gotta get this. I gotta get this. This is so rare. I don't want to miss this one. I paid about $30, 31 and change for it, which was 4,500 yen. The seller had it for 5,000 yen, dropped the price a little bit. Nobody was buying it. There were a couple people that liked the sale. Nobody knew what it was, but I did, and I took advantage. So now I'm going to add this one, the only one I've ever seen, to the collection. What'd you think of the video, guys? Did you like the video? Give me a thumbs up and hit the like button if you did like the video, and leave me a comment. What do you know? What do you think about Valentino V? When did this get discontinued? Was this around until 2010 or 2011? I would imagine it was around for 5 years, right? I do want to look up this batch code. It's 6095. It's got a 6 there, so I'm guessing this is 2006. Let's see if I'm right. CheckCosmetic.net has information on this. CheckFresh doesn't. And Check Cosmetic said that this is April of 2016. Is that possible? Did this come out in 2016? Do you think this was produced then? I think maybe the codes repeat every 10 years. Maybe this is a first year, 2006. Subscribe, guys, if you like discontinued vintage, rare, and interesting fragrances. If you want to see more from this channel, if you click the bell, you'll get a push notification. I make updates like every 2 or 3 days on a normal week. If I'm really busy, then maybe it's like once a week I do it. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really appreciate you spending your time watching this video, watching my videos. Hope you're having a great day or night whenever you're watching. And until the next video, take care.